Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Craig Flint. I hope you are having a good weekend as we get to the end of February. Definitely ended on a mild note, or is ending on a mild note. And we do have some changes on the way as we go into March. March marches in like a lion. Now, I know some of the others in town are saying like a lamb, but I think I'm going to go with lion because the wind is going to be an issue. And we're also going to have some snow showers accompanying a pretty potent cold front that's going to come through. Actually, a couple of them that are going to come through as we make our way into March, beginning of a new month. It's crazy. Where is the time going? So a lot of people hope you enjoyed or have been enjoying the weather over the weekend. And you still have a little time. We still have some scattered rain showers that'll pass through, but it's still relatively mild out there for the end of February. Last check, temperatures were still in the upper 40s. Jen Young, good evening. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Becky Linton in French Creek, New York. Glad you're here. How's the sap going? I got your picture the other day, and I actually wanted to email you about something, so you just reminded me. Good evening, Robert. How are you? Thanks for popping on here, and Fawn as well. Good evening to you. Larissa, hi there. How are you? And there's Adam Ripley from Waterford. Good evening, sir. Hello, Julie. Timothy is here. Good evening to you. Clarendon checking in as well. Let's see, Terry. Hope your night is going well. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, Jen, I'm going to go with a lion. I'm going to go with a lion, in particular because of the wind, and that's what we're gonna notice as we go into tomorrow. RAWR! That's right, Terry. It does look like a changeable day as we go into March. Adam, we do have just a touch of snow on the way. It's not going to amount to much. Accumulation will be less than an inch, so no big deal. Joe, thanks for being here, my man. Atkins is doing great. I just figured out the audio issues today, so he should be good to go. Timothy says it was 84 because he's in Florida. Rub it in. It actually wasn't too bad here today either, my man. Michelle from Mill Creek, hello. Steve checking in from Franklin. Good evening to you, sir. There's Nick, who also helped me out today. He's a StreamYard pro as well. Hello, no snow, correct, Ginny? There's going to be just a little touch of snow. I mean, we are still in March, or we are still in winter, I should say, and we're just beginning March, and we all know the saying, the Ides of March. So we'll wait and see what this month has in store for us. And it's going to start with a big old slap right in the face on Monday. We teach each other, Jen. Yes, we do. Okay, Becky says the sap's going great. We'll probably shut down for a few days until it warms up. It's going to warm up just a hair as we go into Wednesday, but then it kind of gradually cools off. I mean, the thing about March is you can get wild and crazy swings in this month, and I think the one thing that I think we're going to notice this month is it's going to be a windy month, and we're already going to see that take place. Already seeing that take place as we wrap up February here. And go into March. Sharon, I am going to go with in like a lion because it's going to get pretty windy. Gregory says the wind is worse than the precip. Yeah, we're gonna have some wind to get through. I'm going to show you a couple of computer models. Hello, Todd. How are you? Let's see. Becky is your friend and neighbor, and she is awesome. And I agree. She is awesome. Edward's here from Central Pennsylvania. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on here. So we've already noticed that the wind is pretty perky out there tonight. We have a couple of rain showers that'll come through, 2 cold fronts that are going to come through. The first one passes through tonight with a rain shower. And you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if there were a rumble of thunder somewhere. It's not an overwhelming chance, but don't be surprised if you hear maybe a brief little rumble of thunder. But again, not an overwhelming chance. Just wanted to mention that. And then we go late tonight. I think temperatures are going to be well above freezing right through midnight and then even beyond that. So anything that falls tonight will be in the form of a rain shower. Once we get into the day tomorrow, the way tomorrow works, it's one of those topsy-turvy days. So we actually start in the mid-30s, and then by the finish of the day, we drop into the upper 20s to near 30, and it's going to be windy all day long, gnarling at you. So I wanted to share this with you as well. Going into March, even though it won't feel like spring, tomorrow actually is the beginning of what we define as spring. Meteorological spring, which is defined as March, April, and May, because that's when your average temperatures start to increase. So spring is here tomorrow, at least for us weather dorks. Meteorological spring begins March 1st. And no matter what happens this month, right? No matter what the weather is, all of this that you see on the screen is going to happen this month. So all of that, daylight saving time, that begins March 14th. So that's just about 2 weeks away. So you're going to spring forward March 14th, and then astronomical spring, the vernal equinox, that marks the official start of spring, and that will be at 5:36 on Saturday, March the 20th. So this is all coming, okay? No matter what the weather does. But just a couple of points that I thought would be kind of interesting to look forward to. So yes, March 1st tomorrow starts meteorological spring, actual spring, vernal equinox, astronomical spring arrives March 20th. And don't forget, spring forward March 14th. So just about 2 weeks. So as we take a look at the countdown until astronomical spring, 20 days, 20 more days, just hang in there. It's not going to feel like spring tomorrow. We had a little taste of it this weekend, but it's kind of a back to reality as we go into Monday. Temperatures dropping, windy all day. I think frequent gusts on Monday to near or over 40. And just as I said that, Bill Campbell said, cut down on the wind, okay? Yeah, it's going to be windy right through the day tomorrow, probably right through tomorrow night as well. At least sustained winds will be north by west, west and northwest, 15 to 25. Now, there's going to be some gusts in excess of 40 miles an hour, we think. William's here. He says, hello. Good to see you. Hello, Ken. Good evening to you as well. Let's see. Yoland, Tom is he has to have days off too. So I'm the weekender. He's off this over the weekend. Got to give the poor guy a break some point. Michelle says 3 more weeks till spring. We can make it through the last of the cold weather. Yeah. Hang in there. Patty Richards is here with the Patty Wagon. The Patty Wagon delivered us food. Yes. Thank you for that, by the way. The birds are singing, Julie. Yeah, Yoland. Spring is in the air. At least it was in the air over the weekend. It's not going to be, though, tomorrow. And we'll talk about why that is in just a few minutes. Thomas Carlucci. If I pronounced your last name right, sun felt good as always when it came out in the afternoon. Well, and that's the other thing that happens this time of the year is the sun angle. It gets stronger every day. Chicago reference. So that sun angle becoming more direct and getting stronger. So you feel it more. It's that feel-good sunshine. Feel-good sunshine. Yeah, Joe, we're getting there. We're getting there. He's doing great. We'll We'll keep working at it. Princess, you're such a princess for saying that. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you, Cheryl. Love you too. Hopefully we've got some good news. All right, so that's kind of the bullet points I wanted to discuss with you. So March 1st, meteorological spring begins tomorrow. Okay, not by the calendar, but for us for us meteorologists, meteorological spring starts tomorrow. Daylight saving time coming up this month of March. Vernal equinox, which is official spring, which arrives at 5:36 in the a.m. Sunday, March 20th. So just about 20 days to go. Now, it's like I said, not going to feel like spring tomorrow. Let's talk about what's going on with Futurecast. So maybe a passing rain shower tonight. Winds are going to be sturdy out of the south and southwest, 15 to 25. There will be some occasional gusts, 35 to 40 through the night and while you're sleeping. Little band of rain comes through. Again, can't completely rule out maybe even a rumble of thunder. It's not an overwhelming chance, so don't take it to the bank, but there's at least a tiny little chance that could happen. And then as the colder air starts to fill in, you can see it kind of changes personality and becomes a chameleon, and it switches over to a little bit of wet snow showers as we head into early tomorrow morning. So again, temperatures tomorrow morning start in the mid-30s, and then they drop through the course of the day. So by this time tomorrow night, we're likely down into the 20s. So it's going to be a changeable day. We'll put the maps in motion here. And I wanted to point out a couple of things. You see that right there? As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back here and I'm going to run this out again. I wanted to point this out to you, right? Bear with me, wait for it. Let's see. There, right there. You see those splotchy blue colors there? What that is telling you is that there's going to be these little tiny intense bursts of snow. Now here's the problem. Notice the timestamp, okay, at 5 o'clock. That's rush hour. And notice where they're focusing, right along I-90, portions of I-79. Now, this is not going to add up to much. Accumulations are going to be less than an inch. But if these do form, these little squally type snow showers, it's going to reduce visibility for a while, real quick, fast. And the timing is not the greatest here. As we get towards the evening rush hour, we will have to be on the lookout for that. Some intense little bursts of snow coming through, which will reduce visibility, maybe a quick half inch, and then it moves on. But that's my concern for you tomorrow night if you have to be out traveling for the evening rush hour, okay? There's going to be some snow squalls trying to organize here and there. You know, this is just one computer model, but you can see, again, they're lining up along the I-90 ridge and then also into sections of I-79 as well. So if these do occur, again, they will reduce visibility briefly, but the catch here is this is going to be right around the evening rush hour. All right, so it's something that we're going to have to keep a close eye on as we go through the evening rush hour. So we'll run that through again, and you'll be able to see again a passing rain shower tonight, and then winds will shift into the west and northwest. They will be strong all day. Watch for those bursts of snow coming up late afternoon into the evening, and then any leftover snow showers will go by the wayside here as we go into tomorrow night. I think the sky will try and clear tomorrow night, and that's going to send our temperatures into the basement, like really cold tomorrow night, like teens for lows. Many areas by Tuesday morning will probably be in the single digits. So not like spring. All right, this is another computer model as we go through the day. Again, just one computer model. This is plotting wind gust. Okay, these are not sustained winds. Sustained winds mean they're constant. This is just the gust, all right? So watch as we flip the map into motion here. Notice those deep reds there. Yeah, we'll back this up for you. Let me just get into my other system here, and I'll walk you through this as well. So notice these deep reds that show up. Notice they're displaced just to the east, but I still think there's an opportunity for gusts to go 40 miles an hour as we go into Monday. So that's something we're going to be watching. And then notice as we go through the day, again, these are wind gusts, still windy, and then still windy Monday night. But by Tuesday, notice how the winds start to slack off. Okay, so it's going to be windy on Monday. Again, some gusts 35 to 40 as those deep reds move through. And it's going to be out of the west and northwest, so high-profile vehicles likely going to get buffeted around here tomorrow as we go into the day, and then right through tomorrow night. By Tuesday, it looks like the wind speeds will slowly start to taper as we head into the day on Tuesday. So let's take a look at it on the 7-day forecast. So that 35 that you see is in the morning, like first thing. When you wake up, temperatures drop through the day. So by dinner time tomorrow, we are likely down into the 20s, okay? And then we just keep going. So tomorrow night, the low in the city for Erie will be somewhere between 15 and 20. I think areas inland of interior sections of Erie County down into Crawford County, Warren County, Chautauqua County, cinch to get down into the single digits and low teens. So some really cold stuff to start Tuesday. And despite a good deal of sunshine Tuesday, we're only going to recover to the low 30s. Now, if you're curious, a normal high now that we're going into March is 38. Okay, so you can see that we're significantly below normal as we go into Tuesday, despite a good deal of sunshine. Little bit of a reprieve as we go into Wednesday, not quite as harsh, not quite as cold, low 40s, and then it will gradually start to turn colder again as we go through the week. But, I mean, look at that 7-day forecast. After tomorrow and those bursts of snow that come through, weather pattern is pretty quiet. I mean, don't wake Mother Nature. No big storms, it looks like, as we go through the next 7 days. So just get ready for the wind tomorrow. It's already starting to pick up tonight. Let's see. Adam, thank you for that. I will get it here shortly. By the way, the Fox show is going to be late tonight. Fox show is going to be late tonight. So, yeah, Celine, I love using that term. It's Jekyll and Hyde weather. That's what happens this time of the year. Okay, Fleetwood. Thanks for that, Jen. We need spring, says Terry. A little taste of it tonight, and then maybe a little taste of it Wednesday. But after that, we kind of go the other way. But again, the normal high is 38. So, you know, that's not far off. Yeah, it gets a little colder as we go into next week. Let's see. Least favorite time of the year, muddy and just yuck. Yeah, it's mud season. We'll be here soon. Edward says, now that song is stronger every day. Yeah, getting stronger every day, man. We were talking about the sun angle, so I did a little Chicago reference there. Let's see. Thomas, like the new setup for when severe weather happens. Thank you very much. We try our hardest. We do try our hardest. Let's see. Who else? Julie had to let the dog out. Goodbye to snowy weather. There's going to be a little snow around tomorrow, okay? Yeah, just a little snow tomorrow. We could go back and review that. Bring it snow squalls. Yeah, there's a possibility for a couple of those as we go into tomorrow. We'll run that out for you on Futurecast again here. Let me just get into my other source. Stop that there. We'll take you up to about 5 o'clock tomorrow night because that's when I think it's going to be party time. There's going to be at least a few bursts of snow coming through. So that's what you're looking at right there. Okay. Those little tiny, like dark blue splotches are your bursts of snow. And again, I was just talking about the timing. This could be a little problematic for the evening commute. But again, this does not add up much. This is only like less than an inch. The bigger issue is the wind and just the timing of it. The timing kind of sucks because it's right around the evening rush. So if we do see these bursts of snow materialize, it could reduce visibility for a time. Give Mother Nature a sedative. You got to be patient with Mother Nature, especially in March. And I always say, you know, the atmosphere is a neat freak, right? We all know that one person in our lives that has to have everything in a certain place and just so. The atmosphere is a lot like that person that's in your life. That's a neat freak. It likes to be tidy, but the problem is, and you may have heard me say this before, the atmosphere is never tidy. So it's constantly trying to overcompensate. And especially when you get into those transitional periods like March, like April, things are all out of whack. So it's just that buckling of the seasons and Mother Nature trying to balance the atmosphere, trying to balance itself out. And that's why you can get some pretty wild and crazy weather in March. The Ides of March, as they say. Bill says, this weather forecast makes me want to hide under my bed. It won't be that bad. It won't be that bad. As long as you're not caught under one of those snow bursts, those bursts of snow tomorrow evening. Wind chills, yeah, tomorrow night especially, because it's going to be windy, Thomas. Wind chills definitely down near zero, if not below, tomorrow night. And the thing is we're going to clear the sky too. So that's also kind of a magic formula for the temperature to drop as well. So we got a real punch in the gut here in terms of winter making a return as we go into tomorrow. Kathy, I love you too. And yeah, I'm going within like a lion. I'm going in like a lion. Because I think the wind alone is going to make it, the wind alone is going to be roaring away tomorrow. Princess, no, not any major accumulation at all. No accumulation. These snow showers that you see tomorrow, I'd be surprised at worst, it would be an inch. At worst. I think most of it's going to be less than an inch. So no big accumulation this week. Scott, good question. Are the gusts for the lakeshore or inland as well? So everyone's going to be windy tomorrow. The gusts will be most prominent near the lakeshore because, especially with the wind that is north and west and west and northwest off the lake, you got to think of the lake, right, as like a frictionless flat surface, okay? So there's nothing to slow that wind down. So it picks up steam, picks up velocity going across the lake, speeds up, and then it comes crashing into the lakeshore, and then it encounters friction, buildings, trees, hills, that sort of thing. So there's nothing to slow that wind down over that frictionless body of water. So the gusts will be most prominent near Lake Erie, but everywhere tomorrow will be windy. And I think there'll be frequent gusts near or over 40 near the Lake Erie shoreline. If you get into like inland areas, I could see gusts 35 to 40 through the day tomorrow as well. But yeah, good question. I'm glad you asked. You're a smart guy. Definitely most prominent along the lakeshore, but everywhere will be windy tomorrow. Terry says, too bad we can't sedate Mother Nature. Then it would make my life incredibly boring. Thank you, Jane. Yeah, I love what I do. I'm a huge geek, huge science geek always. have been, always will be. Patty, I have not really had time to rifle through it. I like the bar mix, though. The bar mix is good. Yeah, Jen, party time with the little bursts of snow coming through tomorrow in the evening. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see, Michelle, we usually get snow around St. Patrick's Day, then we're good. That's what I wait for. Not a bad benchmark. Although, if you remember back to last year, winter came late and it stuck around. I remember into May. Hopefully it doesn't happen this year. Lori is still at 41. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's over 40 degrees for many areas, like right now in February. So that's pretty good. Yeah, it's windy, but big changes around the way starting tomorrow. Let's see. Patty says it's 42 in Waterford. SpaceX postponed till tomorrow night. Good to know. Thank you for that. Yeah, Patty, a punch in the gut tomorrow. So be careful how you interpret that forecast, right? So 35 that you see right there, that 35 is in the morning, like first thing. From there, temperatures are going to be dropping through the day. You know what? I think it'll be a good week to wash the truck, Gregory. Probably Wednesday will be your best day because you don't have to worry about freezing. But really, I mean, like I was saying, that weather pattern, that's like really quiet. So it's kind of like a one-day lion. I'll put that qualifier in there, right? March coming in like a lion, one day only. Then the weather pattern calms down as we go through the week with no big storms. So Celine says it's gonna snow because I close at work tomorrow night. Yeah, you'll probably have a little snow, but again, I don't think it's gonna be much. Science is cool. Jennifer, that would be awesome, right? Just get it away, like blow away. If only it were that easy. If only it were that easy, right? Let's see. Oh, the pond is melting. Yeah, we did have a lot of ice melt for sure. Oh, good question, Joe. Is the wind speed higher when the trees don't have leaves on them? Believe it or not, foliage has a huge impact on weather. When everything is out in bloom, you get evapotranspiration, which adds moisture to the air. So in the summer, when the leaves are out on the trees, and you get those hot, muggy days, which I'm sure some of you are wishing for right about now, the evapotranspiration from the leaves and the foliage and the plants actually contribute to that, keeping it warmer. Your question had to do with is the wind speed generally higher when the trees don't have leaves on them? I suppose, yeah, because there's nothing to really, I mean, that is friction, but you still have the tree itself, which is friction. But yeah, I mean, if I had to venture to guess, I'd say yes, because you don't have kind of a canopy to kind of slow it down. So yeah, I mean, yeah, leaves and foliage have a big effect on weather. I am a wine drinker with a meteorologist problem. I love that shirt. Thank you. It's at home, or otherwise I'd show it. Patty got me a shirt that says that. It's awesome. Carmen says, which one is it? Marching in like a lion or a lamb? Two posts. One says lamb, other says lion. I don't know who's saying lamb. maybe you can clarify that for me, but me personally, I'm going with lion because it's going to be windy tomorrow. So that's what I mean by coming in like a lion. The wind is going to be the issue. I know that there are some other sources in town. Some of the other guys are going with lamb. I think it's going to be like a lion, especially when it comes to wind. So that's just me though. So I don't know where you saw the other post, Carmen, but I'm here to tell you right now that I think it's going to come in like a lion. Not because it's like we're going to get a lot of snow. It's just going to be so windy tomorrow. So I think that qualifies. The wind will be roaring. It's the first day of March. Probably at least some snow. Not a lot. Again, no major accumulations, but the wind is the reason I'm going with lion. All right, Gregory. You're supposed to say it the first of the month, right? Rabbit, rabbit. Maybe the luck of the Irish will shine on us. Pools and pond come to mind, yeah? They will, all of that fun stuff will be here before you know it. As a matter of fact, I'll show you this one more time, and then I will say goodnight. So even though officially speaking, spring is still about 3 weeks away, meteorological spring is tomorrow. March 1st is meteorological spring. So that's, again, when we notice average temperatures begin to increase, both high and low. And so that's how us weather folk define spring as March, April, May. Those 3 months are meteorological spring. Of course, the vernal equinox arrives March 20th. And of course, don't forget, in just about 2 weeks, you spring forward. So lighter later, all of that's going to be happening this month, no matter what the weather. But in terms of official spring, official by the calendar, astronomically speaking, 20 days away. But again, not feeling like spring tomorrow. Temperatures are dropping through the day. So 35 is in the morning. Watch for some snow showers in the afternoon and some bursts of snow that we think may organize right around the evening rush hour, which I know it's like, ugh. But again, not anything that's going to accumulate much more than a dusting. The bigger issue tomorrow is the wind. Really cold Monday night and below normal on Tuesday, despite a lot of sunshine Tuesday. It's only going to be in the low 30s. So that just kind of gives you the idea of the core of the cold air that will be making an appearance here starting tomorrow. But again, that sun angle, it's going to be one of those days on Tuesday. We'll see the wind ease, right? And it's going to be one of those days where if you're like you're driving in the car, it's cold out there, but you know, the windows are up in the car and that sun's coming in and it just feels so good. It's feel good sunshine. And really, once we get past tomorrow, very calm weather pattern, very calm weather pattern. But temperatures are dropping tomorrow and it's windy all day. Okay. Gusts frequently to 40 probably. Let's see, Fawn, then you live right town with all the wine. Yes, I can't wait to go explore some. So I used to work in the Finger Lakes in New York State and was part of the Finger Lakes wine country and worked for a couple of wineries up there. So I am looking forward to doing that, Fawn. Oh, Jen, yeah, that's always a debate, right? Changing the clocks. Changing the clocks. You are welcome, Daniel, Lori, as well. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. We do a good job. We try to do a good job anyway. Yeah, and the other thing too is the potholes, right? Because of the freeze thaw cycle that we typically get in March. I've already seen a few of them. You know, I'm driving on 89 and there's potholes all over the place already. So with these warmer days and colder nights, that's going to be an issue. So take care of your tires, man. So anyway, that's the next 7 days of your life here on this planet Earth. Back to winter tomorrow as we begin March. Where is the time going? So get ready. The spring-like weather that we had over the weekend going bye-bye for a little while as we go into especially tomorrow night and Tuesday. Not quite as harsh on Wednesday. Oh yeah, the potholes, and yeah, it's getting to be that time of the year where we get the potholes. I will, Patty. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Hey, good talking to you. Nice crowd tonight. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. I appreciate it. So Fox, again, is delayed tonight, so we probably won't be on till like 10:20-ish, 10:30. Should be regular over on Jet, so please watch there. We'll update you on the forecast, but you guys kind of got the sneak peek. You got the VIP treatment first. But anyway, we'll be on TV, and of course, Tom DeVecchio will be in tomorrow morning, and Mr. Atkins will be in tomorrow night. Keep you updated. Again, very quiet weather pattern as we look down the road, but tomorrow, again, definite difference compared to what we've been dealing with over the weekend. And watch for some bursts of brief snow squalls coming up towards the evening tomorrow as temperatures drop through the day. And a quick shout out. We officially get things underway tomorrow, but Star Tree Service, their little logo up there in the corner. We thank them for taking an interest, and we're happy to have them on board here with the Facebook Live and with all of you guys. So check those guys out, and make sure you come back and check us out on TV tonight. Fox at 10, more like 10:20, and Jet at 11. Okay. There is Mr. Dittman. Hello. All right. That is going to wrap it up for me. Any other questions before I head out? All good? Bill, you take care. Michelle, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, we have to batten down the hatches tomorrow, right? That's right, Jen. UVIP. Exactly. Cold nights and warm days are good for maple syrup. I can't wait for that either. That's exciting. It's the corn man. That's right. All righty, guys. Hey, we'll see you on TV tonight. And get ready. Winter's back tomorrow. Temperatures falling. And could be a little snowy towards evening. After that, weather does calm down. Oh, I'm sorry. Corn man. I didn't mean to offend by calling you Mister. All right, guys, that's it. We'll talk to you later. See you on TV again tonight at 10. Fox is a little late. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you on Jet. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you down the road. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.